Okay, students, we are going to start the next topic from public relations, that is principles of public relations. Till now, we have done what are public relations. We have done its objectives. What are the objectives to maintain public relations? We have done its functions. What are the various functions of public relations? And we have done the importance. Why the public relations are important, right? Now we'll be doing the principles of public relations. You know that public relations are very much important for every company for its growth. As the company has to survive in the market, the company needs to maintain its public relations. There are public relations which are maintained naturally through your qualitative product progress, through the ratings, through the followers, through the comments and reviews. Then the public relations which are maintained through a source of advertisement, that source is paid, that source is very much expensive, and it do not build trust. But if we talk about the public relations maintained naturally through the qualitative product only, that builds a lot of trust, and with this the goodwill is gained. Starting with the principles of public relations, what they said that public relations deal with reality, not false fronts. Conscientiously planned programs that put the public interest in the forefront are the basis of sound public relations policy. So, it's the public, it's the customers who, after using the qualitative product, give their reviews to the company through media. So it totally deals with the reality and not with the wrong fronts. Public relations is a service-oriented profession in which public interest, not personal reward, should be the primary consideration. So PR is public, right? The public relations is public. It's not a personal service. It's not like one person is providing to others, right? It is a public service. And it is service oriented. Why the firms are working? They are working for the public, right? No doubt there would be profit to them, but the profit would only be received when the product they are delivering is of qualitative nature as well as reasonable price. Since the public relations practitioner must go to public to seek support for programs and policies, public interest is a central criterion by which he or she should select these programs and policies. Right? And when there are public relations, the companies with whom the companies have public relations, they may also give them ideas to start to improve their public relations further with the public. But it's upon the company if that idea which is given by the other company, that is something related to fraudulent activities, or it is a fraudulent in nature, or it would harm the public. Suppose the other company who is in agreement with the company, they are maintaining the public relations. It's not like that. The company, which is a friend of other company, whatever that company suggests to the company has to accept. It is not like that. If a XY company says while making this kajal, now you have already gained so much publicity. Now it is the time to reduce the quality and the price remains same so that we can get more profit, right? But if the company is having a good mind, it's playing in a good way, right? It's not in fraudulent activities, then the company will not be doing this. It will make the qualitative product as it was making, right? Next point, because the public relations practitioner reaches many public through mass media, which are public channels of communication, the integrity of these channels must be preserved, right? So the practitioners who are public relation practitioners, they should never ever lie to the news media, right? Because whatever is depicted in the news, maybe out of the audience, some of them believe upon the media, right? So there should be no lie in between. And even this customers, it's not like that. The company says its own persons, its own managers or workers or employees to give good reviews for the right. It should not be this. It should not lie. The company should not lie with the news media and with the public. Next point, because public relation practitioners are in the middle between an organization and its public, they must be effective communicators, conveying information back and forth until understanding is reached. So, what is expected from the practitioners? Who are the practitioners? The person who are in a forward front to maintain the public relations, those are the practitioners, right? So, what the company says that there must be effective communication. The public relation managers or the public relation practitioners who are communicating with the customers, they should be very good communicators. They should not behave badly with the public or the customers, right? They should convey the fruitful information, the useful information, and they should not lie to the public in order to market a product, right? The next principle is to expedite two-way communication and to be responsible communicators. Public relations practitioners must use scientific public opinion research extensively. Right? So, what they say that PR is not a guess game, right? You always give your reviews best for the company whenever you have used the product, whenever you have good thinking about the product. And it is not like only by the labeling and by the outer body of the product you are attracted towards it. It's not like this. After using the product only, the public, the customers give their reviews, right? And in order to maintain the goodwill in a long run, what does the companies must do? As you have seen that Maybelline has also given the black kajal, right? Introduced the black kajal, as well as it has introduced a number of things, right? Like means they have also researched and they've also made the eyeliner, they have also made the lip shades and so on, right? If you see the Lotto brand, it has its shoes as well as its t-shirts, right? As well its lures too, right? So the company must research on its products and it must come with a new product in the market related to the brand. And with this, what will happen? The goodwill will be maintained naturally and more goodwill will be maintained, right? The next principle is to understand what the public are saying and to reach them effectively. Public relations practitioners must employ the social sciences, psychology, sociology, social psychology, public opinion, communication, study, and semantics, right? So, in order to collect information regarding the product, what should the companies do? The companies must reach the public relation practitioners, they must employ the persons related to the field, right? Suppose if I talk about the police department, right? I'm just giving you an example. If I'm talking about the police department, you know that it's not like going and catching the thieves, right? Or just standing the constables and the inspectors have to stand on the roads. It's not like this. It's also like to find out why the murder caused. And in order to know why the murder has caused, the in order to test the DNA, in order to test a number of things, the police department also hire forensic experts. Okay, because the normal policemen or the normal workers in the office, they cannot perform the forensic activities. In order to test the results of a murderer or test the results of a person who has already died, they need a number of expert departments. In a similar way, the company who is delivering some product, the company should also hire the experts, right, who will test the product. And the company should also, when collecting the information about the product, when collecting the information about that what is the level of the product, the company must, what should the company must do? The company must employ the social sciences, psychology, sociology, and psychological persons. Okay, so that they must go to the public and take their reviews according that. The next principle is, because a lot of people do PR research, the PR person must adapt the work of others. Related disciplines, including learning theory and other psychology, the ORIs, the sociology, the political science, economics, and history. Okay, so I have already discussed this point that the specified field expert should be there, right? Who can do only the research properly. You can say a layman to do the research on PR, or you can say a layman to just do research on agriculture. That person cannot do it, okay? Because the person is not expertise in it, right? The person who is expertise in it, in the particular field, that person can only do that, okay? The next one is, next principle we are going to do is, public relation practitioners are obligated to explain problems to the public before these problems become crises. PR practitioners should alert and advise so people won't be taken by surprise, right? So suppose if some problem exists in the market related to the product, the public relation practitioners, they must tell the audience through advertisement, right, that this product is facing some problem and we will introduce this product after some time, right? So this usually happens with them, okay? The next one is, a public relation practitioner should be measured by only one standard, that is ethical performance. A PR practitioner is only as good as the reputation he or she deserves. So what they say, you know that if a company is delivering good products, students, if a company is delivering good quality products, its ethics, its moral values are depicted, right? It means the company would be carrying a good moral character. That's why it's not harming the public through its dangerous product, right? So with this, what happens with this, the reputation of the company is maintained. This is all about the principles of public relations. I hope it is very much clear to you all. Now we will come with the next topic in the next class.